So, welcome back. Today, in this session, we will see the basic concept of pointers. In C and C++, the pointers are very important concept, and these pointers and dynamic memory allocation is used for various type of system processing, programming. And today we will share the basic concepts of pointers. We can simply define a pointer as a variable that can hold or that can store address of memory location. So before going into the details of pointers, let us see how the RAM or computer's primary memory is organized. Suppose a computer system has 1 KB RAM. 1 KB RAM means 1024 byte RAM. This RAM you can represent this RAM schematically or pictorially like this. This is the 1 KB RAM. The entire RAM, the entire memory, primary memory space is divided equally into 1024 subparts. See, we are considering 1 KB of RAM. So 1 KB is 1024 bytes. So here the entire RAM will have 1024 bytes. This is first byte, this is second one, this is third one. This byte has, as we all know, this will be having 8 bits. 8 bits makes 1 byte. This is 1 byte. This is another 1 byte. Now, each and every bytes in this 1024 bytes of the entire RAM is identified by a unique number. So this has given a number. Usually it starts from 0. And the second byte is given a number 1. The third one 2 and so on. And in this case, this is 1 KB memory. We have 1024 bytes. So the last byte will be 1023. This unique number is called memory address or byte address or location address. In the case of 2 KB, it will be 2048 and so on. Nowadays we have 2 GB RAM or 8 GB RAM and so on. So the number of locations will be different. Anyway, the first byte, if it is 8 GB or 2 GB or 1 KB, the entire memory is divided into bytes and each byte is given a unique number that most of the time starts from 0, and that number is used to identify this location. That number is called memory address. Sometimes we refer it as byte address or location address. Now, coming back to our pointers, a pointer is a variable. A pointer is a variable. It is not an ordinary variable. It is a special variable. It is a special variable that stores address. That variable stores address of memory location. So we know we have seen different data types like integer data type, character data type, and so on. And we have seen structures, we have seen arrays. Here, suppose we are creating a variable of type integer, let it be a, int a. What is actually happening? Int a means we are creating a variable of type integer in memory in this RAM. Suppose here it is. In the case of GCC compiler, A uses, since it is integer, it uses 4 bytes, and this entire space, these 4 bytes are named as A. So the name of the variable is A. And now suppose we are writing A like this, assign 10 to A equal to 10. What happens is, the 4 bytes are used to store this number. The 4 bytes are used to store this number. So, for easy representation, we will extract this and show like this. This is that 4 bytes. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 bytes. 4 bytes. This entire space is named as A. This area is known as A. And if we assign this 10 to A, what happens is this 10 is stored in the space named as A. So the content will be A. Now, this entire area is made up of 4 bytes. Here if you look, this is 4th byte, 5th byte, 6th byte, and 7th byte. So the byte number 4, 5, 6 and 7 is used to store this value 10 in the name of A. So the address of this A is 4, 5, 6 and 7. Total 4 bytes are used for storing the content of A. Now this is the variable name, this is variable name, this is the content, these are the address. But we only take the starting address. So this is the address of this A. Now, what a pointer stores? A pointer stores address of memory location. That is the definition. So a pointer is a special variable that stores address of memory location. Now, how we declare a pointer? So we know int a, this is an ordinary variable. If we are making a declaration like this, int star a, if you are writing a statement like this, int star a, this a and this a are different. This a can store any integer number. This a can store any integer number. But this a is something different. This a can store only address. This a is a variable. This a can store only address. What kind of address? Address of an integer location. This a can store an address of integer location. So this a is an integer pointer. A is an integer pointer. Now float star p. P is a pointer of type floating point. Char star ptr. Ptr is a pointer of type character. Suppose there is a structure called student. So student star ptr. This ptr is of type student. So a pointer has a type. The memory reserved by all pointers will be pointer variable. The memory reserved for all pointer variables will be same, but a float pointer can only store address of a floating point location. A character pointer can store only address of a character location. Suppose student is a structure. The pointer of the student structure can only store address of student structure type data. Now we shall move to the representation. Suppose this is our entire RAM. Number of locations are there. This is our RAM. We have created a variable int num, and num is assigned a value, say 100, right? So what happens? 4 bytes are reserved in RAM. 4 bytes are reserved in RAM. This space is named as num, and suppose the starting address is 4020, 4021, 4022, 4023. Let this be the address of 4 bytes. And we have assigned 100 into this number. So the entire content of this 4 bytes, this num, is 100. Now again we are creating a pointer. Say int star ptr. So ptr is a pointer. This is also a variable. The memory allocation will be done in the RAM itself. So suppose here we have some another number of bytes. This entire space is named as ptr. It is of type pointer. This can store address because this is pointer. This can store, this is pointer. This can store address of integer location. So we can write ptr equal to, we cannot write ptr equal to 1000. We cannot write ptr equal to 4020 like this. If you want to store the address of num into ptr, we have to write ptr equal to ampersand num. Ampersand num means address of num. Ampersand num means address of num. What is the address of num? Num has 4 addresses: 4020, 4021, 4022, 4023. But we take only the starting address. This starting address is referred to as base address. The starting address is referred to as base address. So ptr equal to ampersand num. What happens? This 4020 will be stored in ptr. So this is the ptr. So here we have 4020, which means this area, this ptr indicates or points to this num, this location. This we will represent like this. That is ptr. This is ptr. It has 4020, and we have num. it has 100 inside, we will put an arrow like this. So this PTR points num. PTR points num. Why? Because this PTR stores the address of num, because here we have 4020 as the starting address. This address is stored inside PTR, so PTR points num. Now, two important operators we have seen: star and ampersand. This star is used to create pointer variables, as well as this star is also known as dereference operator. Dereference operator. Dereference operator. Or it is also known as indirection operator. Indirection operator. Also known as value at operator. So this star is used for creating, here in the case of pointers, star is used for creating a pointer variable. That star is named as dereference operator, indirection operator, as well as value at operator. And this ampersand is address of operator. Ampersand is known as address of operator because it gives the address of a memory location. This star is used as dereference operator because it is used for dereferencing or making indirection. Now, what will be the output of Cout num? The output will be 100. Now, what will be the output of Cout PTR? Cout PTR. PTR is 4020. So Cout PTR will give 4020. Now Cout star PTR. Cout star PTR. In the case here, if you are using this star like this, this stands for value at PTR. Cout value at PTR. This operator is value at operator, indirection operator. So Cout star PTR means Cout value at PTR. Value at PTR. Value at 4020. What is the value at 4020? 4020 is here. Value at 4020 is 100. So this will print 100. So this star is called dereference operator, indirection operator, or value at operator. So this is all about the basic concepts of pointers. Thank you.